How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. We're going to be, as usual, playing some more Black Green Rock here. But we're going to be messing with a couple sideboard cards, a couple main deck slots. I know last stream we played around with Tireless Tracker, some older Gargaroth's main, and I'm going to kind of take a step back with a formula that I know works. So if you pay attention to our list pre-Dominaria United, is essentially almost the same main. We have the two Kalitas, three Briarbridge trackers. We still have the Tenacious Underdogs, the Grim Flares, the Ranger class. The major change we're going to try is just adding, of course, the Liliana to the Veil. So if you're going to look at that list. We're going to cut the fourth Graveyard Trespasser as well as the two Asika's Chariots main. We're essentially just turning the Chariots into more 3-drops, right? So we're trying through Liliana of the Veil and one Liliana of the Last Hope. This was what I wanted to try initially. I wanted to try this 3-1 split as I've always been a fan of it. So we'll see how this split works. And then from there, we have one Evolve Sleeper. I still want to try this as a one of. I think it was kind of a mistake. Someone commented on my last YouTube video where it was kind of a mistake comboing Evolve Sleeper with Tyler Tracker because they're both so man intensive. And I agree. I think that was kind of an improper way to evaluate Evolve Sleeper. I still think Tyler's Tracker is not as good as Briarbridge Tracker, just the way the format, the meta is. So I definitely want to see how Evolve Evolve Sleeper performs without Tyler's Tracker. And I think this card really is more of a 1-0, so we're going to try it as a 1-of. And then from there, I cut a... If you were to look at our list pre-Dominaria United, I cut a... Blood Chief's Thirst, and one Decay. And then from there, in the sideboard, we're going to try some new cards in Dominaria United. I added 2 Elder Gargaroths. I know the Rival list had Loft in it, but I'm going to try 2 Gargaroths because it's been very impressive. But the cards from Dominaria United are Sheoldred, the Apocalypse, just a fun of. I don't know how good it's going to be. I think it's going to be really fun to play it against the Treasure Cruise decks. Because if they want to treasure cruise and take 6, that seems pretty good. We can gain 2 life. Just as a fun of, we'll see how it performs. And then we're also going to try 2 Tear Asunder. I've noticed there's been an increase in Indomitable Creativity decks. So we kind of need an instant speed exile effect. And I think this is the most versatile of them all. I think being able to tag a Xenagos for 2 mana if need be is going to be nice. But I think just the versatility of this, being able to tag anything with 4 mana, is going to be where this can pull rate. So again, this is going to be the 2 cyber cards we want to try out. I could see it against Lotus where we can exile a Leyline or a Omniscience, or you can even tag their 5 mana creature like Nina or whatever that card is called. So the cuts we made where we cut the Red Rune Stone, the Dabbing Spear, and 1 Go Blank. We also added a Culling Ritual. I noticed there's been like a lot of Rakdos Sac, and this also is just a nice sweeper against all the creature decks. So that's the major changes that we're just gonna try out for now. I feel like we're still in the testing stage. I feel like I haven't played much of Dominaria United since that set has come out. So again, this is just trying things out. We're going back to a formula that's been kind of tried and true, and just double checking to see if Liliana's still good. We want to try a 3-1 split again, like I mentioned before, but have the main deck still be more reminiscent of what it looked like pre-Dominaria United, so we have a foundation that we know that works. Because from a science point of view, when you change 2 variables, it's difficult to see what works and what doesn't. So I still feel like we're changing a lot of variables, but we kind of want to expect the testing, right? Whereas Tasigur, I know Tasigur has been impressive for some. I just haven't been a fan of it in combination with Grimflare. I still just don't like that prospect of having to mill everything away. Like, I do like Tasigur, and maybe I'll try that if the Evolve Sleeper doesn't work out over that slot. But I think that's going to be on my lower priority list to try out. I feel like Gargoyle deserves to be in the main. Gives me the OG Rock decks with Spiritmonger. Yeah, I've definitely enjoyed it in the main, but I do think you need to be on 25 lands, to support that. Um, I just don't know if it's correct to have 25 lands, and then you kind of pull to play Tireless Tracker, because it's just way better to play Tireless Tracker deck, and I don't think you want to make your deck more clunky, right? Like, I think you want one Gargaroth. I just don't think you want to increase your curve either, and I would consider Tireless Tracker as a 4-drop. This guy's still like casting Siege Rhinos, and there's a good reason to play more colors. I don't know about that. I don't think there's more reason to play more colors. I think the mana base needs to be better. Dauntless Bodyguard. Double Dauntless Bodyguard. So I think I'm going to just take the Thalia here. So then this Liliana can kind of come down. If we had a Fatal Push, I would probably leave the Thalia, but I'm considering Tear Asunder for Sideboard myself. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. How's it going, Zul, by the way? I'll play more Rhinos King in the last month. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I haven't played Siege Rhino in like 2 months. I've tilted off Absent so much. I just cannot win with that. I just don't like the 3 colors of this format. It just does not work for me. It like is good with Grimflare. It is also not good with Grimflare. That's the thing. Like, if you're hitting with Grimflare already, then you're probably already winning, right? We really need a black source, obviously. Dauntless Bodyguard, Castle. Sure. Oh, so we know their hand is Brutal Cathar. Oh, no. Land. Take the Brutal Cathar. Oh. Oh, that's so annoying. Just hope that they don't draw a 3rd land and a Distraction Specialist and just absolutely fuck me. If they draw a 3rd land, can we beat them bringing back Thalia? I didn't like Gargoyle. I like trying this side. I think so too. It's definitely meta dependent, right? I just don't like having 5-drops in the main. I think I have to take Specialist. Oh, actually, no. I have the Thalia already. I have the Scoos to check the Specialist already. So do you think take the Cathar? Yeah, we'll take the Cathar here. And then we're in a pretty okay position, surprisingly, from that. Okay, so they get to play the Specialist. They can take the Specialist. Oh, someone from Boston here. They get to play the Specialist and then bring back whatever. But again, if I mentioned this right when I started, but I do have 2 fans on because we're in a heat advisory right now. So if this is a good attack, good pre-attack. If the fan is really loud, please let me know. It's still like a Blooming Marsh would be the best draw. So if they attack with everything, this will go into a 3. I feel like I have to play Ranger class. This comes a 3. I block here, take 5, go to 4. I think I have to do this. They draw Brave with Elements. We're almost dead, right? No, we're actually dead. I Can't play around Brave Elements. We just need to, like, hope they draw anything. Okay. They both name hopefully shit. What up, Sadna? Hope you're doing, buddy. They have Brave Elements now. It's just such a weird thing. Just name green before combat, but they don't have Brave. They don't have Adeline. What do they have? Oh. Dude. We just don't want to draw a third land, huh? So... we could... If they don't have anything... We can't play around Brave Elements anyway. We could trophy the Initiate. Moto. Had a lot of good draws there, yeah. It's okay though. So bring in the Sweepers, bring in the Noxious Grasps. Tried Popper and was impressed. That might become my break point until the meta shifts somewhat. I just haven't been a fan of Modern, so you don't have to convince me about that. You don't have to convince me about that. Since we're boarding 2 Noxious Grasps, maybe we just board out a trophy. Maybe board out the 2 Ranger classes. Maybe trim a Liliana as they go wide. It's okay if they had the Brave. I just didn't like how we just couldn't draw a third land and we couldn't play Liliana out there because that would have, you know, forced them to maybe attack it down. So that would have bought us some life, and then B, just be able to kill and eat it and eat something with skews, right? Because we could have done that because if we had the third land, I would have trophied something and then just held a green out to play around Extraction Specialist. But that did not happen. I think we'll try this though. So Zada, I don't think you need to have an excuse to take a break from Modern because it's a very taxing format. I don't know why, but mentally it's just like one of my favorite streamers is Control Freak. I think he's probably my favorite streamer actually, and he always streams Modern and always plays Shadow, and he's a really good player. And I think it's just frustrating to watch a really talented player playing, a deck that should be a solid Modern deck, and it just he does well, but he also doesn't do well, which is kind of awkward to say. It's just, I don't know. So I kind of need to draw a removal spell here. I think I take the Adeline. I could also just take the... No, I should take the Thalia. And then the 2-drop doesn't really do anything, and then I could Grimflare attack. But it's just like, I don't know, I just watch him, and it's just like, it's such a talented player, and like the decisions don't matter. Like the cards are just so powerful that like just he makes a Thoughtseize line or takes a specific line here and there. That's a really good draw. And then our opponent slams a Saga or something, or he has a reasonable hand where it's like, on the draw, discard, like opt, shadow, blah blah blah, right? And it's okay. And it's just like the decision does not matter because the opponent just has everything. And it's just, I don't know, it just irks me the wrong way. Boop. Alright, Grimflare, work your magic, buddy. Yeah. I was the same way, Sana, like I think you just got sick of it, right? It comes to a certain point where you just it just. Do I want to put both Grimflares? Shadows, the creature's not a good place. I might get shadow, so this. Yeah, exactly. I agree. They're just defeating, I kind of want to draw Grimflare. Because if they go Adeline, we get Trophy plus play back a Grimflare. So I'll mill one Grimflare, keep the second one on top. Free spells are made modern, the new legacy. Difference is they can print all the cards in modern and make it have monster specs and whatnot. Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong. Yep. So we're going to trophy this. They played a plane. So I think their hand is Lieutenant Mutavault. Hopefully we hit a land here to mill. So we have Delirium, Grimflare. We're kind of all in on this Grimflare hitting a land. And we did, and we also had that Book Decay, so that's clutch. Okay, put Decay on top. Play a Grimflare, and now this is where Grimflare just takes over the game. Play Mutavault. Wow. That was absolutely a ball buster. Wow. That's crazy. So the hand is Thalia's Lieutenant. Oh, I think I put a counter on it? Oh. Okay. So we know we're going to be a Mutavault on top. Play something good on top. Play something good on top. Try to see if I want to decay. Kind of want to just decay here. And then just push the... kind of want to say the decay for the Lieutenant. I mean, any 4-drop would feel good right now. Like a Kalidas would be great. Even a Chariot would be great here too. Sheoldred would be good. Okay, so the hand is Lieutenant Unknown. That's a lot of Mutavaults, huh? Okay. A fat ass. If they're going to attack with the Mutavault, they probably should activate this first. I guess they're going to play around a counter spell, I guess. That works out. A Giga Wagon. Good question. So I think I have to decay this and push this. Clears would be the best draw. Take no damage this turn. Okay. Take it. Take the draw. Excuse me. I'm kind of tempted to just trade here. And because we kind of need the card advantage. Depends on how they attack, though. If they just attack with Mutavault plus Hopeful Initiate, and only those, I think I take the trade because I do want to crack this clue. If they attack with that Mutavault, I think I'll block the Mutavault. Oh my god, did they draw another? Oh no, they played a Plains. Got it. Where did they activate this Mutavault though? Like I said, I think I trade resources here. I think I do this. I think I block Hopeful Initiate. Because that way, if they want to activate it, they like, this gets smaller and we still keep it. Two drop. Drone Flare. The fact that we can't deal with these Mutavaults is kind of embarrassing. So we take 6 at face value. We just need like a body. Okay, that's fine. Noxious Grass cannot destroy Mutavaults, unfortunately. 7. Yeah, we need like a Cletus. I don't think we can just take this too. Go to 8. And then for like forced extinction event, we can. Scavenger goes to be a good draw. Just need a body. It works. That counts as a body, I guess. Bribery Tracker looking a lot better than Tireless Tracker here. That's for sure. Okay. I'm trying to debate which Beautiful Vault to block. I think I block this one. And then I can name even block this. Go to 4. It means I can't draw off the clue, but I can just do it next time. Oh, man. So we go to 2. There's no point in cracking a clue because we can't fatal push. Cletus! Scavenging Ooze! Okay, okay, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So we're not dead to a. Dude, stop. Stop playing stuff. Oh my god. Dude, our opponent is just like topping like crazy. Okay, so we. Jay Cornell, thank you to the follow. Appreciate it. 5. There's enough creatures in the graveyard. We can. Yeah, Dauntless Bodyguard. Go to 7. How do we get out of this? Does Cletus help us here? Go 2, 5. Cletus doesn't do anything here. Oh my god. Go to 3. Yeah, I think we're dead here. Well, I mean, Calling Ritual isn't really going to do anything either. Yeah, I think we're good. You just, like, never had a body, and then they just... The Declaration in Stone hitting both our Grim Flares was really good. When we cracked clues, didn't really hit much either. Oh, well. That's what it is. And, like, I also have a Calling Ritual on the sideboard, too. Pay 2 2. Yeah. Good line, good line. That was definitely the line. Oh, a Ritual Suit. Yeah, that makes sense, too. But especially with I have 2 Epic Downfalls, maybe I should have 1 Ritual Suit. Maybe I think that's correct, too. That makes sense. Not that I don't think we would have gotten out of that, because we would go up to 3. I guess we go to 1 if they double attack. Guess we won't die. I don't know. I'd rather have aggro decks than the 4-color good stuff decks. They're just cancerous. Thoughtseize, Goose, Trespasser is a good curve out. Gigantha is interesting. This is a really painful hand, though, but I guess it's not really. We just go to 16. Never mind. Okay, what the fuck is happening here? Tap an untap non-token artifact you control at green. Tap 2 untap non-artifact you played this turn. I think I'd take the Keenan for now. Yeah, I agree. If they keep leaving Modern alone, I just don't want to play that format. I agree. That's a good draw. Good draw. So I'm not gonna... If I play Trespasser, I'm not going to eat. Oh, sure. The Keenan is I want to grow my Trespasser. May ability. That's Urza we have at home, yeah. Didn't play the green. Kind of struggling here. Well, we're out of gas. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm glad I saw that too, Conan, and I'm happy that Jun Midrange is doing well for sure. But I agree with you. It's a little defeating when it's like you have to play these cards that also invalidate a lot of other strategies too, right? I know a lot of people recommend pre-modern too. Let me look up what Paradox Engine does again. Whenever you cast a spell, untap all non-permanent you control. These two Tear Asunders look pretty good, huh? The fact that we saw 2 creatures makes me feel like I don't want Duress. I think Last Hope's bad. Just like as Avatar living in a dream, that deck doesn't work because the max is fast as yeah. I mean, you definitely need to spike a tournament with that deck for sure. You definitely don't have the consistency. I absolutely agree. I think I bored out a Tenacious Underdog. Oh, not Tenacious Underdog. An Evolved Sleeper. Oh, people like markers and money they spent. Yeah, it's also a lot of time too, right? Like me personally, I played Modern for like years, right? So when you like stop playing a format, it's like you literally lose all of the time you invested into it, right? It definitely doesn't feel great. They put no cards in their hand from what that's it. Yeah, non-land permanents under 2, Conan. Eye for an eye. Don't know what that card does. Oh, did you play Unglued or Unhinged? It's actually hilarious. Thermo Alchemist. Oh, new player. Keenan. Uh-oh. So I think we have to kill this Keenan. And then we can just hold up Scoot. Oh, actually, 1, 2. Let's see what they do here. They just take. We already have a Scavenging Gears already. So we could get Delirium next turn, once we draw the trophy. So we could play Trespasser. We could trophy. One, 2, 3, 4. I think we just play this Trespasser here. I think it's the most mana efficient play. Peak Magic, I agree. Unhinged is fantastic. And Unglued. I don't know anybody actually like playing Azure. I don't think it was good as being the crap out of the deck or something. Yeah, I mean, current Modern, I disagree. But pre-Saga, PMH2 Modern, I would agree. Oh, no. Oh, they're just passing. That's really good for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next turn they can activate Keenan. I guess we could say if they want to offer the trade here, I will take that trade. And they might block here. Let's try to ambush them. Because this Griffer looks far from Delirium. But it's not. Okay, now we have to make a decision now. Because it is kind of correct for us to trophy now, just to... get Delirium. Get the card advantage out of there. No more basics. Oh, okay. If that's the case, we should just trophy this Keenan and call it a day. We don't need to kill Emery. There's no artifacts in the graveyard, and then we can follow it up with Scavenging Ooze. Awkward enough. Our push doesn't... We don't have a way to trigger Revolt. Okay. So we can blitz Underdog and force a block. 7-10. Yeah, I think I like blitzing Underdog. Of course there are no road basics. Yeah, you're right. So they get a crack at it, Emery, but it's whatever. And trigger revolt. Yep, we get to do it all. We get to do it all. That was a good turn. I forgot that we couldn't trigger revolt, and then we trigger revolt by taking the winning line. Thanks, Mr. Woodring Eagles. How's it going, buddy? I was actually like thinking about like not having these Noxious Grasps in, but I think having Noxious Grasp is fine. I wonder instead of a Sheoldred, like, is it weird having 4 sweepers? Is that weird? I feel like I want 4 sweepers. Is that too much? I wish I had not mismatching extinction events, because now I have to like make it really small. But like, is that like incorrect to do that? Because I feel like this format's so creature centric that like I feel like we need to draw a sweeper to consistently win against mono white, right? So it's like, I know Deft and Martin in the chat suggested calling ritual. Not calling ritual, ritual suit. And I feel like maybe I should just have a calling ritual suit over a Sheoldred. It's just weird they have 4 sweepers. I feel like it's not, right? Because I feel like we need specific sweepers for specific matchups. I feel like calling ritual is better against like mono white. Extinction event's better against mono green. And I want 2 because mono green is so high. Witch's Vengeance is also another option. Like you said. Yeah, it's, I think, like, is it weird to have 4 sweepers? Like, I'm trying the Sheoldred for fun, but in reality, like, in terms of making, like, a serious list, like, I wonder if this should just be a ritual suit. 5 lands, 2 removal spells on the draw. We'll keep it. It's kind of a bad keep, but spells. As long as we can keep the creatures off the board, like, this little line should look good. If they go double 1-drop, that kind of sucks, but I'll just push this. But just like, I feel like the format is so creature centric, right? And then like if we play against spirits, I'd rather have Ritual Suit and Culling Ritual, or yeah, Ritual Suit and Culling Ritual over Extinction Event. You know, I just feel like, is that weird to run 4 sweepers? I think the answer is no. Hopefully they don't have another 1-drop and this is a little I can take over. You stop drawing lands though. Yeah. I just feel like my magic number in Modern was always 2. So when I was running 3 today, I'm just like, it's kind of weird. But I kind of like it. And now I'm kind of like, I want 4. I want 4. So there's... They play with Fired Me, which is kind of interesting. They bottom with the Scribe. What do we want to see? Okay, we need to not draw any more lands, though. That's a problem. Why stop at 4? True. True. Our Cyber should just be 15 sweepers. What can go wrong? Dude, seriously? Oh my god. Oh. That was a good draw. I'm gonna eat them all now. Just to play around any burn spells. Okay. So they don't have a burn spell in hand because they could bolt me and then oh, I should have just played this. What am I doing? Oh man, that's a punt. That's a major punt. That's a punt. I probably have to. really lucky that they just drew a blank. And just me being dumb. Because, like, if we don't block, we take, let's say, like, a lightning strike, we take 9, we go to 2. We can't really afford to do that, unfortunately. They have lightning strike. Sure. Sure. I'll push this. Tracker's a good draw. I'll attack Chandra. Go to 12. I was considering Lifebane Zombie too. Scoots MVP as usual, yeah. I agree. I might need to activate Castle here in this matchup. This is where Vigilance comes in clutch, though. Again, like, Briar's Tracker is just so much better than Tyler's Tracker. I feel like I have to keep reiterating that. Exile the Mountain, I go to 10. Yeah, I think the Intimidate text on that card is really good. Okay. Ooh, Lightning Strike. Do I want to activate Castle here? I think I do, just because I can get more cards. I think I just need more cards. I think I'm okay going to 6. Ooh. 2, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back up to 7. Eat a Chain Whirler, because that's a creature. So, play Ranger class. Play Cletus. Pass the turn. So they can play this Chandra. Cool. Can't beat a Cletus. So this looks like a non-Embercleave version. I think I board out one Thoughtseize. Maybe we just board on the Evolve Sleeper. So they have Swiss Spear, Mono. Maybe I do like one Culling Ritual, one Extinction Event split. Maybe we're in one Gargaroth. I don't want Last Hope, I don't think. Maybe one Gargaroth is fine. Since Last Hope doesn't really kill anything. Yeah, let's try this. We could also just be a sweeper. Maybe this would just be a sweeper on the draw. And then, like, I could swap it on the play. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do 3 sweepers on the draw, and then on the play I'll play a Gargaroth. I think that might be better. Felt like the game ended when they had to minus Chandra and Skoos. Yeah, I agree. They just lost so many resources doing that. I'm like compelled to just bottom this, but I feel like I need it. Underdog can trade with a creature. It feels bad bottoming that, but... Okay. Chandra just to kill. So I have a good answer to that. I might just take it. Yeah, I'll take the Chandra. There's an argument to take the Soulscar Mage because that's the card they play against bigger. But I think the way our hand is set up, I don't think we have an exact answer to a Chandra. So he takes 6. Yeah. So they have Lightning Strike. They're like scared to commit to a sweeper here. That's why they're contemplating not playing the Soulscar Mage. We know their last cards. This Eidolon is really painful. The fact that we didn't have any spot removal in our opener really sucked. They're playing it out. I think it's correct. If we Liliana minus, we go to 9. Let's say this sack of Soulscar Mage. 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're dead. Maybe it was correct to not take the Chandra. I don't know. I feel like if they just draw a land, we cannot beat it. Let's try Gargaroth. Man. Awkwardly enough. No, I think I bottomed the Trespasser. I think I want to curve Thoughtseize and just Skoos until Liliana. Yeah. So we'll Thoughtseize here. I think I just have to take a Swift Spear. So I'm gonna sandbag this Scavenging Ooze. Hey, Andrew. Thanks for the subs, buddy. 5 gifted subs. Dietzel to Sergiro. I have the fire. Maka and Shame. Really appreciate y'all. Give Andrew a huge thank you. If you got a gifted sub. Appreciate it, buddy. You got your nice little pack pulled too the other day. Or was it today? That must have been today. Shirt with sleeves. Dude, it's like 105 degrees. 110 degrees, actually, where I'm at, so... I'll probably stomp here. Like, stomp the Liliana, I mean. And if we draw a green source, we can go... Goose, eat. Yeah. Soul Scar Mage. Nice. Now this is a position where if they did tackle those wall skirmish, I would not block. 112 here? Yeah, I'm like scared my laptop's gonna melt, I'm not gonna lie. No blocks. So do I trophy this Lily minus that? They didn't have a removal spell for the Scoos back then, so let's think we capitalize. They have a play with fire, they have a play with fire. But the fact that we can deal with this Bone Crusher Giant and not have to take 2 damage is kind of huge. And then if the turn is just like kill Liliana, play a dude, like play Adelon, like we just attack and we start winning the race there. How's it going freaking nasty? I really like Trophy because A, there's not a lot of basics in this format, and I'm still hedging towards mono green. Maybe it's still correct for me to do a 3-2 split. But before I had 4 trophies, 2 decays, and that split felt really good. I cut 1 decay because I have 3 Lilianas now. But if I cut the last taupe, I might just add a 2nd decay again and go back to a 4-2 trophy decay split. But I think trophy's really good in this format. Just because there's also a lot of cards that just go over the top, and there's also a lot of cards where you just need answers. Okay, that means I don't have an answer to Liliana. Oh. Wow. Okay. So I personally like having 4 trophy. No, I just have a lot of allergies, unfortunately. Just got a creature. Just got a creature. Just got a creature. That's not a creature. Well, we're going to... Do we just lose Liliana to this attack? I think so. I think we just race. They clearly don't have an answer to the Scoos. I think I'm okay with just losing Liliana here. Because next time we just go Scoos plus Hive attack. And then any spell they play, they get locked out. They're like almost locked out. Sage. Oh, so let's just game over now? No, it's not. I think I just attack with Hive. And then like and then they can't do anything. I guess I forced the block here, but I kind of don't want them to block. It's kind of funny. I really like, just like show you, have boarded in Tear Asunder yet. So it's been okay. The only match we boarded in so far, so we played against Mono White Humans, which I didn't board it in. We played against this like Keenan, Emery Paradox engine deck, and I exiled the 3-drop that like when you tap an artifact you can add green or whatever. I don't remember what the card's called. So like I paid 4 mana to kill a creature, so it's like okay, like it was versatile. And then I don't board in against Mono Red, obviously. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go refill my water real quick, and then we're gonna finish this league. I'll be right back. Alrighty, 2-1. Off to a Mono White opponent, kind of just destroying us. We rallying back. Feels good. So we haven't drawn the Last Hope yet. We haven't drawn Evolved Sleeper yet. We drew the Tear Asunder, and I liked it. So I think this is something that could probably stay. Briarbridge Tracker. Every time I drew Briarbridge Tracker, if it was a Talus Tracker, it would have been 10,000 times worse. I feel like I feel like people are so used to Talus Tracker in Modern back in the day and how good it was then. And I feel like with the context of the format now, I just don't think Talus Tracker is good in Pioneer. It's not only the fetch lands, it's like you just have to be okay with trading resources. And like you're not okay trading resources with the Talus Tracker. That's Rakdos. Scoos. Okay. Well, we got all our lands kind of planned out here. Oh, this is not... Oh, we're gonna have to take the Leo now. Shit. I agree, Carnage. I agree. Okay, that's the card they drew. So if they draw exactly Parhelion, we're fucked. Since they have a discard outlet. So this is Mardu, Greasefang. I won't block. I'll probably play the Greasefang? Or they might not, actually. If they play the Season Hollow, I'm definitely attacking. Oh. Okay. It's not easy if you only draw lands, Mark. Thank you. I mean, Tyler's tracker would have done shit here, right? At least we had a good blocker that we could trade with. Otherwise, we're just going to not cast it. Alright, how do we get out of this? Okay. That's something. Let's crack a clue here. Okay. We are struggling to stay alive, but we are alive. They have another Greasefang, I'm gonna cry. Okay. Yeah, Tear Asunder is gonna look great here, for sure. But we need a Scavenging Ooze? Well, we are fucked. They didn't discard anything? Oh, they could hardcast the Paralian. Wah, wah. Tear Asunder. Noxious Grasp. Goblink. Last Hope looks awful here. I think I'm going to Ranger class. Maybe trim a push. Push. They have the 2-drop. Maybe it's worth keeping that in. I think Liliana's fine. You can trim one, Lily. I just don't like the Evolved Sleepers. I'm like borrowing this. I'm boarding out Evolve Sleeper, the one of's a lot. And I think that's a sign. If we were on the play, we Thoughtseize first. Probably have to take their Thoughtseize. Do we have a second creature? Because they took our Scoos with Thoughtseize. I forget what we had. Our opening hand. Just wondering if that would have mattered if that was play draw depending. Because obviously, like, I had to take the Lily because otherwise Lily just destroys us. Dude, I know. Oh my god, we're a mulligan like every game, aren't we? But I know exactly how you feel. Hope we draw a third land. So they have 2 discard outlets. I'll just take the Greasefang, right? If I attack with the underdog, they could discard our Parhelion and then give Indestructible. Do I just take the Hollow Blade? I think I just take the Greasefang, make them find another one. That's an interesting one. Concealed Courtyard. Oh. That was not what I expected. Land. Thank you. Think about trading. That means they don't have a Liliana? So they can kill my underdog if they want to. Can we? That's the card that we do not know about, so we'll take the Fable. Red Zone. Oh. Well, that's awkward. So they can't Greasefang plus attack. I guess they could discard and then Greasefang. So I guess I should hold up Trophy. I'll crack this clue in a turn. So they could play Pathway and Spout me, which isn't that bad. Okay. 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 Exile being super relevant here. So we can trophy this. Honestly, like, we just need a threat. And we're kind of stabilized here. Wait on the veil. It'd be interesting to see what they probably just sack the goblin. Admittedly, Last Hope would have looked pretty good there. We kill a Hollow Blade. And they kind of have to attack the Lily. Can we afford to blitz as underdog? Yeah, we can, because we are... Doesn't change the clock. Two drop. Oh my god. Not looking good here for the home team. Looks like they're just flooding. Since we have the trophy, we can do this. Okay. That was pretty good. So at the beginning of combat, I'll tap that. I'll push it. Okay, scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Licensors. Well, there goes my underdog. The Bay Area is where I'm at, and it's fucking hot right now. Okay. Okay, so we have a line here. So we could trophy this and hope they never draw another creature. And then we just get them with this hive and they hope they never crew with this. I think I'm going to take that line. Just in case they can't stay away. Just draw lands, please. So they can draw a 3-power creature and then crew this. Ooh. That's a good draw. Oh, man. Play on. This game's insane. It's a good game. Oh my god, they have Hazoret? Wow. They just top deck better than we did. Wow. That's crazy. Hazoret's an I guess Hazoret's kind of cool because they it just like bypasses all the graveyard hate and they have ways to like just discard the whole hand. That makes sense. It makes like these Tear Asunders look a lot better. Cause just because they can answer like anything, quote unquote, is kind of nice. I'm gonna play Death Cugley first and not Thoughtseize. Because I kind of want to ensure. And these Lilianas don't look great here. So Rakdos Sac. Okay. I think we have to just trade here. And then double Thoughtseize. Because I take Oven and Mayhem Devil. I don't know. I feel like these Lilianas are not... I just always feel bad. They always feel bad. Classic 3-drops, mono 3-drops, no third land. Classic. I get to do this. Yeah, Bloodtooth Harvester is such a good card. I'm really jealous that Rakdos has a tool like this. And we were playing with Grimflayers and Ranger classes. Not to say that they don't pull weight in their own right, but they definitely feel as good as Bloodtooth Harvester. Just never gonna get there, I guess. Oh, Calling Ritual is where we want to be in this matchup for sure. Tear Asunder seemed good. God, these cards are so bad. I think I bored in both Gargaroths. I don't know how they beat a Gargaroth. Maybe I want some number of like downfalls just to answer a Corvold. We already have the 4 decays and the 2 Tear Asunders. Maybe that's incorrect. I don't think we want the Ranger class. Maybe we want 1 Epic Downfall. Oh, we don't want the Last Hope. Oh, well. Dude, I think we're mulliganing every game. Or well, at least once every match, just because we're not... I kind of want to just lean into this Gargaroth. Is that so wrong? I think I just want to slam Gargaroth. Like, it just... I don't know how else we win this game. We're not going to mull into 5. Trespasser is not enough to win this game. Where Gargaroth can. I'll go Forest here. Maybe it was incorrect to play a Fatal Passage, because I could draw Fatal Push and trigger Revolt. Okay. Maybe that's incorrect. Okay, we got something on curve. That's good for us. That's good. That's good. And since the Jund Sac, I don't think they run basic, so... I just can't imagine a world where we want the Mana Dork. That's a good draw. Because, like, it's such a bad top deck late game. The food doesn't really synergize with what we're trying to do. Okay. Do you have Jund Mana? Okay. Oh, that sucks. If we draw a land here, I might Besage of the Oven. I guess I can crack a clue first. That's a good draw. Yeah, Jewel Thief. That's true. You're not wrong about Jewel Thief. Please don't claim first form my scoos. I'd be very sad. Oh. I could just eat the cauldron filler now? I think I can just eat one of these. Don't think it matters. Okay. So now that we drew the 5th land, we can Besage this. And then Trophy the Corvold. Okay. Okay. Alright, Gark Daddy. This is the game plan. It revolved all around you. Our game plan revolved all around you. Dies instantly, I'd be very sad. Kind of want to draw a card if I attack. Oh my god. That's brutal. Go to 4. What do they choose? Looking for an oven or a sack outlet. Oh my god. Okay. I think we're at a point where I just don't want to test like fun of slots anymore. That means I don't want the Last Hope, I don't want the Evolve Sleeper, I don't want the Sheoldred. I think it's like trying to make content to show new cards and then like playing a viable deck definitely clashes. Jesus. That was not fun. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I try to make content that I think people would want to see, as in like the new cards. And then I don't know how people do it because it definitely makes me a little frustrated. I think hiding a ritual suit's a good idea. They are. They're better than all the other 2-drop options. We could also just not have any 2-drops, but that feels really bad, honestly. Tear Asunder did feel good. That is true. I think I want a second Abrupt Decay. And then maybe another creature. You don't want to carry at it, trust me. the days of like the carry-added mid-range decks are just not where, like, those died once the inverted X came out. Like, once that came out, like, the dirtily, like, I'm gonna slam the bigger bomb than you kind of mid-range deck just isn't good anymore. If you're gonna play a Mana Dork and you have Liliana there, you really need a Lana Rolf effect, and even then, that just fucks up your curve, because you definitely need a duel on turn 1 to Lily on turn 2, and it's just not gonna be consistent. Branch Walker, Tasker time, maybe. But even then, it's just like Branch Walker is just like kind of underwhelming. Like, Grimflare has pulled weight against like these creature matchups too, right? I agree, roaming Turtle Frog. Rousey, you really can't, because all the 3 drops that you want are like, if you want a Lily on turn 2, you need to run enough dual lands, and you're not gonna run like Llanowar Waste. It just isn't worth it. That just fucks your mana up too much. I actually been really unimpressed with Liliana the Veil. I think there's a lot of spots where it's obviously really good, like against Mono Red, we're on the play and we like kill their thing, slam Liliana, and 2-for-1 them. Like, that's all you can really ask for from her. But like, the meta is definitely go wide, and I've said that this in the past where I don't think Liliana was actually that great in Pioneer. I feel like people look at Liliana the Veil and Tyler's Tracker and then like reminisce of how they were in Modern, and you're like, oh man, they're really good. But like, Modern, it was not very go wide when Liliana and Tracker were good. So it's like they're not so it doesn't really apply contextually. Uh I disagree with you, Kramer. Like, Berber's Tracker is a lot better than the Tireless Tracker. Like, if you watch the replay from earlier, like where we had Briarbridge Tracker, like Briarbridge Tracker, if we had Tyler's Tracker, Tyler's Tracker really, we would have lost the game if we had Tyler's Tracker. But Briarbridge Tracker just being able to 4-3, we can slam on turn 3 and get the value still is a lot better. And Tyler Shocker is my favorite card too. So it's not like I'm like saying this from a biased opinion. I'm saying, if anything, it works the other way, where I really want Tyler Shocker to work, but it just doesn't. I could try a Merfolk Branch Walker build too. That might be something I could try too. Let's build that. And then, since I have time for one match, maybe I'll do like a queue. And maybe and I'll be back tomorrow, so maybe we'll test this further. Let me change what we had back here. What I have. Let me change this back, sorry. Let's try a Branch Walker deck. Or at least, yeah, let's just try one Branch deck. Do you prefer Briarbridge over Jailer, or is it just ease of casting makes you quick? It's the fact that you get the fact that it's just a bigger body always, and the vigilance is pretty clutch. I do think that Briarbridge Tracker is also good with Liliana too, because you can attack and still defend the Liliana. I think that's a big draw towards Briarbridge Tracker. Let's keep the Sideboard the same. Alright, let's try that. Let's try no Ranger class, no Grimflare. And we can go two Tassiger. We could always try one Tassiger too. Do we still need the Fable Passages? Now that we don't have Grimflare, we don't need the Fable Passage technically. So let me see. 4, 5, 6. So let's count black sources. 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18. So if I go another swamp and then another pathway, that's 4, 8, 12, 13, 17, 20 black sources. 4, 5, 8, 12, 16, 17, 21 green sources. Is that right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 14, 15, 19, no, 19 green sources, which I think is fine. Because we went to Trintillia on the most. Splash for Leyline. The mana base is so bad, though. That's the thing that I'm worried about sets. It's SETX. Alright, so let me just play one key match, because that's all the time I have right now. I have to stop at 5:30-ish. So let's preview how good Merfolk Branchwalker is in this deck. Because Merfolk Branchwalker also kind of fills in that same vein where, like, we kind of want to see we kind of want to just throw stuff on the battlefield and then trade. So let's see how this performs. Yeah, let's try this build. Do I want a second Tassiger, maybe? Holding Mandrills is better than Tassiger in this deck. I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but Tassiger is a better, like... Tassiger not getting Chandra is relevant. Maybe 2 Delve Threats is too much. I think I'd rather have the Tassiger. God, I just want another 2-drop threat in this curve here. Let's try 2. So we can try draw multiple. Let's try it. I also like how Tassiger doesn't get I mean, it gets Kari Zev, but it doesn't get whatever the threaten effect is. Oh, I'm not a fan of Civil Advocate. Because it doesn't do anything. And then when it does, it's like, if you're able to stabilize by, like, turn 6 when you're Major 6 land drop, it's like, yeah, sure. Like, you really need to build around Sylvan Advocate. You need to play, like, a 26 land deck. But, like, even then, it's like, you know, it's... Pioneer is a very creature-centric format, and, like, I think people think that the format's really dirtily, and it's not. Like, it's a very, like, mono white, mono red, like, all these aggro decks are there, spirits, where you need to play threats and throw stuff to the battlefield. And I get that the vigilance is kind of cute. Vigilance is a strong keyword in this format. But it doesn't do anything other than that. And I feel like you need some sort of ability strapped to it. Like, at least Ranger class can level up and pump. At least, you know, maybe I should run Ranger class now instead of the Tassiger. Maybe I'll do that. Like, 1 Ranger class seems fine. Just as another 2-drop. Let's try this. I do not want to join League. I'd have to look up what that card does. Oh, I have to actually join. Sorry. I would have been waiting for a long time if I didn't look at that again. Knight of Dusk's Shadow. Again, this card doesn't quote unquote do anything. Like these combat text, it still doesn't do anything in my opinion. I feel like Menace is not like it's not nothing. I don't want to downplay it too much. Vigilance is not nothing. A 2/3 body is not nothing. I still think in this format you still want to get some sort of value out of it. Out of the body. Because at least like I think the bar is set by Blood Tithe Harvester and Rakdos. And I'll admittedly like you can't compare every 2-drop to it because there's no 2-drop that's as good as Blood Tithe Harvester in these colors. However, I think that you do need to at least compare it somewhat and critically analyze that you do still need to get some value out of it. You can't just play it's essentially a vanilla 2-drop. You catch your sketcher, yeah. That's not wrong. I use Mana Trader's Grovel. Since we don't have a 2-drop here, I'll just go Overgrown Tomb tap probably. Our plan is kind of to set up this Liliana, so if they don't play a creature deck, then that's kind of bad. Skoos isn't vanilla, though. And I don't really consider Skoos a 2-drop per se, either. Uh-oh. Or is this the mirror? It's funny. Where's this Rakdos? Opponent said they appreciate my YouTube content. I said appreciate it. Which is time for a great plug. For those who haven't subscribed to my YouTube yet, please do so. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs. It's free to do. You can turn off the notifications. I don't care. You don't need to be notified. But it'd mean a lot for me if you could hit that sub button. That's for sure. They don't take the Liliana, which is interesting. So do they have a backup Thoughtseize? Hi, Catnip. Oh, mono black. Interesting. Whoever plant, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, they do have a backup Thoughtseize. So probably push this land tracker. If they take the Liliana. If they take the tracker, we'll just untap, play Slither Boar Pathway and Liliana them. To take the tracker. Okay. So we Liliana them to death. So we'll play the Switherboard because they don't know about the Death Capclade, sorry. So we'll minus them. They knew this was coming, so it'll be interesting to see. Maybe I should have played this, knowing that I'm going to have to discard a card to Liliana. Okay. Where's Scavenging Ooze? I think I'll discard the push. So I can hold up push plus Fertile Grasp. So you can go tracker plus push this. So at the beginning of combat, I'll push their underdog. So then they don't get to bring back this Blood Soak champion. Evolve Sleeper. Okay. Liliana the Veil. So attack here. So I do give them the opportunity to attack, but oh, they didn't level up. That's a punt. So now, wow, that's actually huge because they could have leveled this up to a 3/3, and I'm gonna trade. But now it's just now I'm like golden now. Liliana looking pretty good there. Not going to lie. Just like a mono black mid range. I think I kind of want Extinction of it. I'm assuming they run more black cards that get recurred. Maybe we'll trim a Thoughtseize. Trim a Liliana on the draw. Maybe we want 3 sweepers. Yeah, we want 3 sweepers. Like that. Maybe we want the Ranger class. This is a classic hand. Where Branch Walker should help us filter. Knight of Ebon Legion. Extinction event. We need to draw in some more lands. Hopefully the Branch Walker helps there. I'll take this. See what their 2-drop of choice is. I'll probably push this. And then Branch Walker can trade with the underdog. Another push. Alright, where's the land, Branch Walker? This is where Branch Walker is going to be clutch. I will put it in my graveyard. Because we need lands. So if we draw a third land here, that's going to be pretty clutch for us. I also could just, like, not block. Because, like, this blitz. I'll just not block. Land. Oh, God. I kind of want that on top. But we need lands. Yeah, we need lands. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, this... Branch Walkers are definitely better than Gunflayers here, for sure. Absolutely. Oh, mercy. Mercy, mercy, mercy. I think we're still on the defensive, though. We can't race that with them having 3 cards in hand. I don't think we can do that. Shit, I wanted to... our Graveyard... Oh, I guess our Graveyard does matter because of Tasker. Wild Growth Rock questions. I know. We already got a lot with Jade Light Ranger. Sandfink6. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Level up. Level up. On top so they can lose 2 and draw. Do we have to spike a Black Source off this? We can't just like... Oh. Oh. Oh my. That's not good. So they brought my grave a trespasser. Interesting. I know we need land for. Please play an odd creature. That's even. Oh, sure. Oh, okay. I think I have to take this 3. God damn it. God damn it. Play the tracker here. Just throw this under the bus. So how come our Evolved Sleepers aren't as good as our opponents? All Sleepers gas. No, play an odd creature. Play an odd creature. Play another Evolved Sleeper. Or another that Legion. How do we get out of this? Tassiger. So we can Extinction Event. Name odd. Not attack. They can escape. They can bring back Scrounger. And then Blitz Underdog. So we have to leave this Branch Walker to block. What up, Sandy? So if I draw another land here, I could go Cletus plus push. And that's how we can kind of stabilize. So thinking blitz. Oh yeah, I'm still definitely gonna trade with Scrounger here. But I do want to draw a land here. Untap land would be clutch because we can Kalitas plus push. That's clutch. We need them to not have any removal spell. Maybe I should have pushed now. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, man. Just couldn't draw out their land to save our life. I think I'll keep this. The Branchwalkers were good. I mean, we would have never drawn a third land, literally. Oh, this is just a two-player queue, Martin. I only have time for one more match. So I just played a queue just to see how Branchwalker plus Tassiger feels. I just wanted to see how it feels. I didn't want to. I'll probably be back tomorrow. To play full league if this felt good. And the Branchwalkers are pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, we never drew the third land, but, like, we needed to dig towards it, right? I think... Are you free every night, Sandy? Because... I might be able to do it tomorrow night. Oh, man. No untap Lock Source sucks. Oh, sorry. My tomorrow night. You're... Not tomorrow morning, but the next morning. I think that's how it works. Yeah, Thursday morning. Yeah, my Wednesday night, your Thursday night. I was gonna message you, sorry. Scavenging Ooze is a pretty damn good take here. I don't think I want to Thoughtseize. I think I want to be on the front foot here. Well, we revealed Extinction Event. That's awkward. It's kind of awkward. Okay, that works perfect then. If not, I could move the other days too. It doesn't have to be. Okay. No, we're gonna draw Extinction Event. Let's Thoughtseize here. Another Underdog. Well, they know about our extinction event. So I wonder if they're just gonna not, maybe I should have brought in Go Blank. Board. Maybe I'm supposed to besiege this castle at end step. Knight of the Ebon Legion. Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend the time to stage of the castle. So we probably have the trophy of the night, which kind of sucks. Maybe I shouldn't have blocked with Branch Walker because it just deters them from playing their other 2-drops, but... Like, them just Thoughtseizing or Scavenging Ooze, and the fact that we couldn't turn 1 Thoughtseize is just what really fucked us, unfortunately. 4 man, oh, they're gonna Blitz. Sure. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. God, we need a Cletus? Cletus or another Scooz is where we can turn the corner here. Other than that, they're just gonna continue to blitz as underdog, and we're just like screwed. Like, we can't win. Oh my god, we are so fucked. We just, I don't know. Like, the whole day today, we just like, we mulliganed like, I think, every match at least once. We were just like bad hands. We didn't draw a 3rd land last game. And then I was just, and then we couldn't Thoughtseize and wanted to take their Thoughtseize, and now the Scooz is just, like, we really needed that Scooz. And now they top tick a Liliana. I think we're dead. They discard underdog. So now even if you draw Scooz, we're like fucked. Do the wave, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Even if you draw Cletus, we're fucked. Because there's literally minus us. Take 5. We take 8. Yeah, we're dead. I think I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. Well, I think there's a combination of just drawing poorly too, but just like, I don't know. Let's send YOLO for raid. I'll be thinking about what we're gonna do here. Straight tutors. The deck does need a better 2-drop. I don't think Merfolk Branchwalker is it. Like, the fact that we just didn't draw a third land isn't a reason to like Merfolk Branchwalker, though. It is and it isn't. Like, is a Scry 1 on a 2-drop worth it? I think the answer is no. Let's send Tear some love. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time. Probably play decks. Like, I'm gonna stop playing with cards or slots I think are kind of cute to try. I think I'm gonna try to like build a deck that I think is gonna be good. So I really appreciate everybody tuning out. If you want to check out my past streams, go to my YouTube. If you want to support the channel, please hit that follow buttons. Follow me on Twitter. Again, like, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, so if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube already, please do so. Let's send Demonic Tutor some love. Again, I'll be back tomorrow, so hope to see everyone then. All right, everyone, take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Catch up next time. Bye.